is up, y'all? It is Tara DZ coming back at you with a tour of the UCF campus, or revisiting my old stomping grounds. So this is a very special place to me because it's where I attended college. It's where I met my close girlfriend. It's really where I grew and developed as a person and figured out what I wanted to do with my life, what direction I wanted to take. A lot of pivotal moments. I even met my husband here, so it's just a very special place in my heart, and I'm excited to see the campus. I have not seen it since I graduated, actually, or been back, and I know there's been a lot of new developments, so I'll be bringing you guys around with me today to check it out. Let's go. So before we get started here, I just want to let everyone know that this is not a complete tour of the entire UCF campus. UCF is actually very large, so I just kind of walked around until I got tired, but I feel like I hit the main points here. And from this legend, you can kind of see that UCF is in a circle formation. I once heard a rumor that it was actually modeled after Disney World or Magic Kingdom, so kind of cool there, huh? So taking a nice peaceful walk around campus, I feel like a student again with my backpack and these Florida vibes. It's actually not as hot out as I thought, but I am prepared if it is, and I'm super excited to see UCF again. So this garage is closed right now, but my car actually got hit in this garage one time, garage A. I remember trying to find parking at UCF was always very difficult, so I hope they fix that parking problem since I was here in the 2010s through 2014. Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful walk. I love this Florida sunshine. See, our first building on the right is going to be the Education Teaching Academy Mortgage Reading. They changed the name since I was here, and then we'll check out the buildings that are on the bottom coming up. But I remember actually at this education complex, they have a nice library that's a little bit hidden. Not many people knew about it, but I will get all my young adult fiction books here to check out. And they also had an Einstein Bagels in there when I was a student, so I would definitely hit that up as well. They did not have those when I was around. I would have really appreciated it in that Florida heat. Walking around campus would have been really nice with those scooters. Wow, it's like riding a bike again. I know the campus just like I was here yesterday, even though it's been about 6-7 years. So that's where I would enter to go into that cute little library, and you can even see the little book return there. I would return some books. Oh my goodness, they still have these French fries here, or that sculpture there. It's not actually French fries, but I don't know what they were going for, but sometimes it would be a meeting location. Like I would say, meet me by the French fries, and my friends would know what that was. Okay, so we're coming up on the John T. Washington Center, which is kind of like a breezeway. It has a bookstore, a couple small shops, and Chick-fil-A, and it just leads you straight through to the Student Union. Looks like things are closed, unfortunately, but the Chick-fil-A says they're open. This campus store looks like it's changed a heck of a lot since I was here. It used to be Barnes & Noble that offered Starbucks beverages. Really wish it was open because I would love to go in there. But they offer Foxtail coffee now, which is a local coffee shop here that's actually very delicious. Definitely have to get some UCF merch before I leave. Looks like they have a skate shop. Campus bookstore where I used to rent and buy some books, textbooks for class. Oh, I would have loved having that Foxtail coffee when I was here. This used to be a different credit union, but now it's Additional Financial. Revamp at UCF used to be a different Harris place. This Domino's was not here before, and neither was this nice seating area. Wow. But definitely this Chick-fil-A was here, and it had just gotten there when I was about a year about to graduate. It was new. Definitely frequented this one a lot. the student union. We spent a lot of time here studying, going to club meetings, passing through, eating lunch, hanging out with friends. So let's see how it's changed since my time here. Remember, actually, we used to do tabling events here, right down there. The College of Sciences. I took a lot of science courses there. I actually took chemistry with my now husband there. And the Smoothie King, still here. That was great. I used to frequent that one a lot as well. And we have this beautiful mural here. Wow. Gorgeous. Different from when I was here. Pegasus. How majestic. Remembrance of the victims of the Pulse shooting happened 5 years ago. Wow. Bento Sushi, Panda Express, Witch, Huey Magoo's, Qdoba, Steak and Shake. Definitely has changed a lot since I was here. I believe this is the newest addition to the student union going up here. They did not have all this when I was here, and I am jealous. Brings back so much nostalgia. Guess this is the way to the Pegasus Grand Ballroom, where a lot of events were held too. They still have the flags up for all the countries. This actually used to be a Qdoba. Interesting, it's now more of a seating area. Same sculpture was here when I was here. This is new too, this wall here. Guess all the scholars. It's pretty cool recognizing them. Oh, where that police station is, that's where we used to actually have our club table. I love having access to these. We were babying a lot having so many around campus to fill up your water bottle. To be the printing lab, but I guess it is a reflection room now. Really cool. Where you used to be able to get, oh, it's right here, tickets discounted to Disney and several of the theme parks. Paper, plastics, trash. Night Stop and Sushi. Used to be similar type general store. A friend of mine would love that sushi. Availability. Mrs. Field and Pretzel Maker still here. Was always a bustling spot. And then the Blackstone Launchpad and Techstars for startups and business advice. This was here when I graduated as well. We would always go up these stairs and get some free Scantrons upstairs or study upstairs. There's many different floors. Hydroponics. Okay, let's see what's going on in this upper level. New since I was last here. This is all new addition. First, see a place to put your skateboard or park it here. A lot of skateboarders at UCF. Me and my friends used to study in this little alcove here. Order of the Pegasus. There used to be another printing lab over here next to the elevators. Yep, and it looks like it's still there. We do some homework in that computer lab sometimes. The Office of Student Involvement. That's where a lot of the clubs have their offices. Oh, this office was the one that got changed from downstairs to up here, from the place to up here. This is where I used to be. Little hidden hallways. Me and my friends used to study at these exact same chairs with the little desks. The student union was open super late, so this was definitely a meeting spot / hangout spot. And in one of these rooms is where I met my husband, actually. There's little meeting rooms that you can rent if you're a student for free for club meetings, and I believe 218, this is the one that I met him in. So how cool is that I'm able to revisit it? It's awesome. Wow.
So I believe that there's this campus legend that goes, if you stand on the Pegasus before you graduate, you will not graduate. So that's why it's kind of roped off like that. So that was the student union, the heart of campus. Just a good place to meet up with friends, do some studying, grab a bite to eat, maybe even check out the launch pad, get some business advice, and maybe even meet the love of your life at a club meeting.
On our next stop is the library, which definitely has gotten a big extension since I was last here. That glass area, that's all new. And I remember thinking, this place really needs to be updated, so it's awesome they did that. On this side we have the College of Sciences. And then we have Technology Commons 2, or Tech Commons. Place that me and my friends actually really like to study. There was computers there, very nice. We'll see if it's open, we can check it out.
It was not open.
This was relatively new when I was here, about 2 years. So behind these trees, that's the Math and Physics building, a little bit of Technology Commons, outdoor seating. The Math and Physics building, bane of my existence, taking physics and calculus in that building. And gotta do it. I think even biochem lecture, and I took some political science class in there too. This is the library, the older portion of it. All this brick part. The glass part is the newer part, which we'll see in a moment.
Spoiler alert, we didn't see the glass part, and the library was closed, so we couldn't see it either.
So it looks like they have an ice cream place here called Toppers Craft Creamery. I would have loved to have an ice cream place like that here when I was here. I believe when I was here it was like a little Mexican restaurant for just fast food. There is a parking lot we used to park at when we would come to the library sometimes. And then the famous fountain.
AKA the reflection pond. Sorry, I had a brain fart and forgot what it was called.
Right outside Milliken Hall, where Spirit Splash would take place. Sometimes I would come down here and just sit on the steps and read a book. It's very peaceful. The reflection pond. lot of people just relax, sit on the grass here, get a nice tan in between classes, take a nap, have a picnic, chat with friends, meet up here. They have one of the best college traditions, actually, where it's called Spirit Splash. Once a year, they allow all the students to go in there and just have a party, just like that little dog is doing over there. If you go in any other times, you will get in trouble. People usually do it when they are graduating. They'll take some pictures of themselves in this pond as well. I did not, but it looks so refreshing, just so beautiful. I love it. Oh man, I wish I was that dog. If we turn around, we have Milliken Hall, where you would go for certain things, like to figure out scholarship stuff, turn in papers, go to the registrar's office, things like that. There's a parking lot there. There are some of student housing there, dorms. And then if you go through that way too, you can get to the health center. You can get to a couple other educational buildings and the gym. Reflections. And then we will walk around the reflection pond to get to this library here. We will see what we can do. Spent a lot of time studying in this library. We're coming up on a lot of good memories and all-nighters. We used to call it Club Live.
So, pro tip, during the heat of a Florida summer, definitely didn't want to be caught outside for too long. So you could duck into a building like the student union, grab some water, maybe some coffee, maybe some food, and just relax until you're ready to move on to your next destination. Kind of like what I'm doing now, taking a little breather before I checked out the other half of campus.
Leaving the student union now and going to head across the boardwalk to Memory Mall and the other side of campus.
The Cypress Swamp. Standing at the epicenter of the UCF campus, this beautiful remnant cypress swamp provides a cool respite from the heat on a hot day. The dominant species is bald cypress, so called because it drops its needles in the winter. Like all wetland cypress swamps occur in low-lying areas with saturated soils that are inundated for part of the year. In urban areas, these wetland ecosystems experience stresses due to altered hydrologic regimes and introduction of invasion species. UCF actively manages the swamp so that it retains the characteristics that make it an iconic natural feature of campus.
Heading to the end of the little boardwalk, we're going to walk along Pegasus Drive, and we have more of those spin scooters to the left, and we have the flagpole here, the HSA building where we did many a big sale for our club, and actually that parking lot is where me and my husband had our first kiss. That's the engineering building over there with that pointy top. Had a couple classes in there, not engineering. You can see a little DNA double helix there in front of the HSA building. Starbucks, Memory Mall with a couple squirrels, the ROTC building, classroom building 2, psychology building. Had a couple classes in those.
I guess guess they changed the name of the UCF arena to the Addition Arena and then the CFE arena when I was there.
I got to see a couple concerts there while I was a student, some free and some not.
I saw Rise Against, I saw A Day to Remember, Panic at the Disco, and my favorite, I saw Paramore twice. One time with Tegan and Sarah opening for them. I also saw Amber Lynn, We the Kings, One Republic, and Aziz Ansari even, which was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, a lot of squirrels around here. Happy, not afraid squirrels. A lot of people played ultimate frisbee on this lawn, brought their dogs, played sports. I actually played foursquare here one time. Pretty interesting. To the left of the Edition Arena is actually called Night Plaza, and to the right as well. They have another bookstore there, some small shops and restaurants, and they also have some student housing in that area as well. And the Alumni Center. That's also where graduation was held as well. And every winter they do a carnival here. That's actually really cute. And the parking lot I was saying where me and my husband had our first kiss. Outside the HSA building. We would do a lot of carpooling here for my club if we had different events off campus. We would meet here. Wow, now I know why I was so fit and skinny back then. This campus is large. It's a lot to walk through, especially during that Florida heat of the summertime, but good exercise. Must have walked at least a mile or two a day just to get to my classes, but I love it. Wish I still had that built-in exercise. This is Knights Plaza. You can see there is a lot going on here. It's kind of like the downtown area of the UCF campus, one of the student housing locations. And you can kind of see the ticket center over there. You can see the Edition Arena, little sitting area here with shade covers. They have a small gym on the left here. The Princeton Review, that's actually where my baby and one of my best friends took their MCAT study course before they took their big medical entrance exam. Oh, they have a 7-Eleven. How awesome is that? That's new from when I was here. And they have a Gringos Locos, where I ate downtown before, but they got it on campus now. Me and my sister will be having dinner here. Super stoked. Good Orlando Mexican staple. We have all night study through those trees. That's where me and my friends would study. It's open 24 hours, and sometimes we would even pull all-nighters there. No pun intended. Great memories. They have another location on the other side of campus near the gym as well. Right outside the Alumni Center, there's this awesome statue of a knight on a Pegasus. As life is action and passion, it is required of a man that the share of the passion and action of his time, the peril of being judged never to have lived. Gratefully dedicated to the alumni who leave here prepared to honor UCF by making a positive difference in the world. Richard J. Walsh.
And I am happy to say that I am one of those proud alumnites out in the world making a difference. And I do not regret my decision to go to UCF. I had so many wonderful opportunities there. I made lifelong friendships and connections and just had a blast while I was there. I loved my college years and never regretted going to UCF. One of the best decisions of my life for sure. the lifelong friendships, and my fiance, how I just developed as a person. I have no regrets attending that university, and I am happy I did make that decision. And I am happy to say that I am one of those proud alumnites out in the world making a difference. And I do not regret my decision to go to UCF. I had so many wonderful opportunities there. I made lifelong friendships and connections and just had a blast while I was there. I loved my college years and never regretted going to UCF. One of the best decisions of my life for sure. And I can proudly say that I am 100% a proud alumni of UCF. The opportunities I was afforded there, the person I grew into, the lifelong friendships, and my fiance, how I just developed as a person. I have no regrets attending that university, and I am happy I did make that decision. And I am happy to say that I am one of those proud alumnites out in the world making a difference. And I do not regret my decision to go to UCF. I had so many wonderful opportunities there. I made lifelong friendships and connections and just had a blast while I was there. I loved my college years and never regretted going to UCF. One of the best decisions of my life for sure.